welcome back to Beyond the Sprue. My name is Jim, and this is the channel where you get your regular scale model updates. And we always start with a question, and here it is. What does ACAV stand for in M113 ACAV? Is it A, Armored Combat Assault Vehicle, B, Armored Cavalry Assault Vehicle, C, Advanced Combat Armored Vehicle, or D, Armored Crew Assault Vehicle? The answer is at the end of the video, as always. Watch to the end, and let's get down to the models. And Gecko Models have released some images to tempt us of their new British FV 1801 Mark 1, as they call it. I'm sure most of you know what it is. And it's in 1/35 scale. Doesn't come with any figures, but does come with a fully detailed driving and engine compartment. And it certainly looks like it's going to make a pretty decent kit. Don't know the release date as of yet, but it's from Gecko Models, and I'm sure will look good in many schemes that you guys have got planned. And Snowman Models from Hong Kong, I've showed the assembly of their new model SDKFZ251, and this kit is coming with a full interior, and it's a late production version in 1/35 scale, looking to make a really nice half truck. Great detail. That's from Snowman Models. And Polish Cat Models have released renderings of the model of the only built prototype of the Polish tank, the 10TP, and this will be produced on a 3D printer in different scales, those being 1/35 and 1/72 scale. That's from Polish Cat Models. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, then maybe this will meet your requirement from Fist of War. This is a 1/35 scale walk-in mech with 105mm L68. It's in 1/35 scale, so slightly unusual, but it should keep you amused. And Dragon Models have released some new parts on their 2018 tooling of the M113 ACAV with 106mm recoilless rifle. That's from Dragon Models 1/35 scale. And Masterbox have released a new kit for a Russian-Ukraine war series called the Buggy Mongoose, and with Ukrainian battlefield evacuation version of the crew. Sprues come one with the buggy and a couple with the crew, including a female medic. An Academy, a South Korean firm, are repackaging the Russian Army BMP-3IVF, originally released by Sylvester in 2023. I did mention before that Gecko Models were releasing a 1/16 scale PZKP FW2 and a Pack 40, and they've released some test builds of these models now, and they should be on your screen as we speak. And for those of you looking for something different, then 4-Star Miniatures website may have come up with it. They're making a 1/35 scale aardvark mine clearing system, most effective land clearing system in the world. Looks to be fantastic, actually. Mini Art are making a new 7.5cm Pack 40/4 Selbstfahrlafette RSO. So you can make 4 options, and it has PE parts included, lots and lots of details, normal, and some clear plastic parts. And First to Fight have announced a model of the Polish TKSD self-propelled gun. It's coming in 1/72 scale. Cracking little kit with tons of detail, and if you have a look on the screen, you can see that right now. And Blitzkits, French firm, have shown assembly of its 3D printed model of the French World War I artillery vehicle tractor in 1/72 scale. And Rifle Models have released some CAD images of their new M551 Sheridan light tank, Vietnam War. It comes in 2 statuses, as they call it, A and B, and has lots of detail, and the tracks are 3D printed tracks, and from the images they appear to be printed in short sections. Lots of detail and quite a few different options there. It looks like it could be a very good kit. And staying with Rifle Models, they've released some more updates on the forthcoming German King Tiger. You can have two options, the upgrade version and a standard version. The upgrade comes with 3D printed jack, drive wheels, anti-aircraft gun, muzzle brake, headlights, cable eyes, fire extinguisher, disassembled drive wheels with 4-wheel types, teeth plates, and a movable interior set of artillery. And obviously there's lots more. Looking to be a fantastic kit, actually. And it's going to be in 1/35 scale, PE parts as well, and a lot of detail. It does look good, especially the upgraded version. And Resin Scales have announced a new TOG 2 in 1/35 scale model. That's from Resin Scales. And Alpha models are releasing later this month on the 15th, a 1 in 24 scale Ferrari SF90, the Stradale, and they make very good models, Alpha models, and yes, it's coming soon. I was completely blown away by this. VG Dio models have released some amazing products, but this one in particular is a fully industrial environment with a 1/35 scale factory, and the detail is amazing. It's created using high quality 3D printing, and it has two options. You can have the full factory version or sort of half of it. It's not cheap and it is limited edition, so if you need to get one, I suggest you get on with it. I'd love one myself, but anyway, it's from VG Dio models. If you're interested, if you can't find them, let me know and I'll stick a link in the comments. Thank you very much. And Jeff Sue Miniatures are making 120mm figures, two sets, one for Sonderkraft Fahrzeug and another for the Puma vehicles. And Royal Models are releasing 75mm figures, one being a German soldier eating against a pillar, and a couple of others as well. That's Royal Models. And SOL models, Soul models, have released or are releasing this month in March a couple of crews for World War II German Sonderkraft Fahrzeugs 250 and 251. They're going to be in 1/35 and 1/16 scales. And Mini Art released a new set of 1/35 US infantry tank riders. And that's obviously going to be a couple of sets because that's set 1. And Mini Art are also releasing a 1/35 set of British tank riders in Northwest Europe. And Royal Models have also released a couple of smaller scale figures. These are in 1/72, a couple of German tankers, German soldier at work, and an Italian tanker as well. And SOL Miniatures I've also released in two scales, 1/35 scale and 1/16 scales, Kubelwagen's crew figures, so in two scales, and that's from Seoul Resin Factory. And Mad Motorbau have released figures of some modern German soldiers, and these are coming in 1/35 scale as well. And Starling Models are releasing a 3D printed kit in 1/700 scale, and that's coming with photo etch and decals, and that's going to be the HNOMS stored 1943 S-Class Emergency Destroyer. And Yarcare Scale Models are making an LPD Foudre class 3D printed 1/350 scale ship, and that includes a crew set. In fact, they're making a few ships and they're all 3D printed. They're making a Lender class frigate, includes a crew as well, and an OPV 84 Cabo Odger, and that includes a helicopter as well as a crew set. And we can see what this looks like because they've printed it out to show us. It looks actually pretty good. And they're also releasing a 1/350th scale OPV 82 Commandant Tora, as well as this Class 209 Type 1400 submarine. And Combrig models are releasing 1 in 700 scale German armoured cruiser SMS Gneisenau in 1908. It's 1 in 700. And in case you missed it, ICM are releasing this month the Ju-88 World War II German bomber. It's going to be in 2 capture schemes, those being for the RAF and the USAAF. And Clearpot models are progressing nicely with their new F-86 Sabre kit, and they've given us some images of what we can expect in those kits, and it looks tidy. And IBG models have now released their new 3D printed Gopher 242 A1 glider, and that's in 1 72nd scale. High level of detail. Looks really interesting. Love to see these kits. If you guys have purchased this kit and made it up, why not join my Facebook group and link in the description, and you can show off your model on there. And Crazy Cat 3D scale models have shown the box for their forthcoming PZED L23B Karas, and that's going to be in 1 32nd scale. And I saw on Facebook recently that Micromirror are releasing some updates on their new AMP Northrop M2 F2 F3 model, including the kit contents. And I believe this is already available in their store to order and buy. So next month in April, Fine Molds are releasing the 172nd edition of the Grumman F-14A Tomcat, but they're going to release this with options for Wolfpack and Bounty Hunters. So slightly different there. Very nice. Coming out in April. And ArmoryModels.com are releasing, or plan to release, a DH-89 Dragon Rapide Royal Flight, and that's going to be in 1/48 scale. It's going to be 3D printed, and it comes with luxury passenger interior, armchairs, radios, buffet, and luggage. Pre-orders will be starting very soon, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. And A&A Models have released, in my opinion, what will be a good seller, and that's going to be a 1/48 scale Messerschmitt BF-109W-1 with floats, experimental float plane. Looks good. So there we are. Keep an eye out for that. A&A Models. And Luke Craft Models are planning to release in April a 1/32nd scale Hansa Brandenburg D1 Series 28. It's a 3D printed kit and will have 8 paint schemes and a pilot included. And Miniata releasing very soon a Junkers F-13 mid-production type, and it's coming with German, Polish and Swiss service markings. It's going to be a 1/48 scale, and it comes with photo etch as well, and the hatches can be built open or closed. The engine and interior compartments are accurately represented. A Polish firm called Croatia Modelbad are releasing RWD-22, and it's a resin kit. And Italeri have re-released their F-16 Fighting Falcon in 1/48 scale. This was originally 1994 tooling, but this edition has new parts, and it's going to be for War Thunder. Has a super decal sheet for 3 different versions and new parts, as I said. So it just remains for me to say thank you very much for watching. If you've got a chance, just hit the like button if you would, and if you haven't subscribed already, then please consider it. That's the way you can stay updated with the scale models. So what does ACAV stand for in the M113 ACAV? Well, if you said it was the Armoured Cavalry Assault Vehicle, you would have been correct. Well done if you got it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.